Okay, I don't propose to be the best cook, but these peas actually are chewy now. The last time that I soaked them in my container, I don't think I had any magnets in, and they just did not seem chewy at all. But I can chew on them, and they break apart really easily. And now either the difference is that I went to a different hot water dispenser, or it could be these magnets. And I quadrupled, and they're pretty hot. I quadrupled the stack. They're holding up pretty good. So I used 4, the most I've ever used before, because I knew peas were hard. Now, what can magnets do to improve cooking? Well, magnets are known to soften up the water, to make water wetter. So that's going to allow, and how that works, you get into even the more detail, is that it affects the calcium ions. It does something to the structure of the calcium ions to make water wetter, to reduce the calcium, not to reduce the calcium, but it does something to make it, just to make the water more fluid by affecting the calcium. Apparently people who use magnets on their water pipes don't get calcium buildup like other people in hard water areas. So if you can make water wetter, it's gonna allow the peas to soak up this water better, more efficiently, and I think that's what's going on. It's not working so much on an eddy effect, although that could be part of it too. That's what those the name of that type of the style of cooking where they use magnets that uses eddy effects to heat up the pans. Well, there is some eddy effect going on because this is small enough to bounce back the eddy currents. Alright, just a little bit, but there's no movement. There's no movement going on anyway. Maybe there is with all this heat. The heat could be making a little bit of a reaction, and then that might be affecting eddy currents in some way. But ultimately, there's 2 main effects, and I would say I'd call it major and minor. The major is that the magnets make the water wetter, and then the minor would be the eddy effects. Okay, so first it's affecting the calcium ions. Alright, affecting the water, treating the water, and then the eddy effects. Any other effects I'm not aware of. But either way, however you want to explain it, the results are positive. Alright, I'm having a positive result from using magnets in my my thermos, my Stanley thermos cooking, or whatever else. Not conduction cooking. Conduction cooking is using magnets, and then thermal cooking is using an insulated source. So I'm kind of doing a conduction. It's a hybrid conduction and thermal cooking combination here, just for my lifestyle. And I mean, these peas are one of the hardest things to soften up, and I'm happy with the softness. Yeah, last time I soaked them, they were not this soft. Alright, I was unhappy, and I had to cook them a lot too to get them soft. But at this point, this is soft enough, and I can eat them all the way.